Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am significantly better than a couple of videos ago where I sat down and I ranted about my episode that I was going through. In the last video, I didn't do much. I honestly didn't have much content for that video, and I do apologize. But I feel better. I am a lot better. And something that I've been adopting into my life, and it's been helping immensely, is the idea of a slow life. And I think it has calmed my nervous system a lot to practice this. And I kind of want to show you guys what that entails, and I guess speak a bit about the thoughts that I've been having, because believe it or not, I think it's led to a lot of insightful thinking on my part, and I do want to share some of that thinking with you. I don't think that I'm a great philosopher or have a lot of great thoughts, but it's been insightful in the sense that it's caused me to think a lot about the world and what it really means to be human, and why we as humans seem to strive to be so unhuman-like. And it's created this horrendous competition between people, and I just see so many people in my life struggling in different ways, and I'm like, we're all struggling. Why does life have to be so unlivable at times? And those are the thoughts that have really prompted me to write a lot about things. This video will obviously be quite chatty, but I hope that you'll stay, and I hope that you might get something out of this, and maybe it helps kickstart some of your own thinking. As a part of stripping away a lot of distractions and unnecessary things in my life, I have truly found at the very core of my being, I am a creative person, and I enjoy reading, I enjoy painting, and I enjoy writing. Those seem to be the three outlets that bring me the most joy and fulfillment. And so I've been trying to do all three every single day. I have painted a piece every single day. I have written something every single day, and I have been reading a lot more every single day. And it's been really fulfilling for my soul, as whimsy as it sounds, but it's been helping me a lot. And I think that there was a time where I couldn't really tell you the things that I enjoyed or brought me the most fulfillment, because I was so deeply stuck in this worldly hustle and this worldly rat race that eventually is gonna bring me to a closer death. And I don't really want to be a part of that anymore, and I truly want to embark on my own journey. And I do feel this is the start of that, and I'm not going to jump up and say that it's some sort of 30-day challenge, or that I have some kind of crazy motivation that I didn't have before. No, because I don't think that any of that is lasting, and I just want to live a life that is full of happiness and fulfillment, and I want to feel satisfied in my life. It's kind of all. Yeah, that's a very long-winded beginning of the video, but it's a continuous journey, and it's much like this video. will be. So I just want to take you guys along and show you my attempt at a slow life, which has a lot of positive impact on the nervous system and mental health, because those are the two things that I am focusing on. So recently I've been trying to do a lot more writing. I started writing the story that came to me when I was on the treadmill, funnily enough. I think going on long walks really stimulates that part of my brain. But I've been sitting on this idea for a long time, and I mean, the idea is just a couple of sentences really, but I've been trying to actualize the idea and concept in my mind, and I don't know, I've been trying to write, and I started writing it in the first person, and I think I have a chapter and a half, so nothing crazy. But then I decided that I wanted to switch it to third person, so I've been trying to rewrite what I have so far. And I don't know if it's any good. I think it's really hard to be constructive of an idea that was birthed in your mind, right? And I mean, writing's always been a crazy thing, the fact that you can create something out of nothing. But yeah, I hope that maybe I'll be able to share some of my writing eventually, but it's a work in progress. Advice from, but I think this is my attempt to tell you that the Laneige donut glaze lip tinted balms are really good. I think I'm using chocolate frosting, and it smells like chocolate, and it's really great, especially for melanated individuals. So I felt like I needed to pop in and say that, I suppose. Yes, I'm definitely not somebody who is well versed in makeup or skincare. I do the bare minimum, and that's about it. So it's currently Sunday, and I'm just in the car before heading into church. And it's currently 8 a.m. So it's really early and I'm really tired. But I'm here at church, and then after church I'm probably going to head to a cafe to sit down and do some reading and some journaling, because that's my Sunday morning tradition, or it's a new tradition that I've set for myself, and I think it's really good to really ground myself, especially on a Sunday. And yeah, I mean, shops don't open till like 11 here on Sundays, so I'm fully aware this is a terrible angle, but like I just don't have anywhere to put my phone, so we're just gonna chat like this. So yes, Sunday is an amazing day to be grounding yourself here, especially where I live, because literally shops don't open till 11. And last night I was having a lot of trouble sleeping, which, yeah, it happens periodically to me, but it's not a nice feeling, because the anxiety and panicky feeling that I have follows me into the day. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. And yeah, I mean, it's the 1st of June, so first day of winter, so it's a pretty fitting day to be feeling like that, I guess. I also just like really have been a little bit off, in the sense that I've been doing a lot of reminiscing, because I don't want to say reconnected, but I started talking to my ex-best friend. I think the word best friend might even be too mundane to describe what we had. It was like a soul tie, and when I say we were joined at the hip for about 9-10 years, we really were. And we just started chatting again over Instagram. And obviously the conversation has been very surface level, but I can't help but find myself thinking, wow, this girl is literally me. Like, she is an exact version of me. Like, in every conversation we've been having, which has been mainly just about books and things like that, I'm like, wow, like, no, we actually are the same person. And then I realized I spent all my formative years with her, and almost every single day for 6 years I spent with her in high school, and to the point where it was common knowledge amongst everyone in our year level and the teachers that we were just joined at the hip. Like, where I was, she was, and where she was, I was. And I just hate that time and distance caused us to drift apart, and I think we just couldn't be what each other needed after we graduated high school, and we were just on different paths. And it's really sad to me. It's really worse than any sort of breakup or anything like that. She really was somebody that I loved more than myself, and I think a part of me will always love her. I can't unlove somebody like that. And we have some kind of soul tie, I swear. I don't know how to explain it, but really, like, the idea of platonic soulmates really intrigues me because I think that's what she is to me. So yeah, that's been really kind of shaking me up a little bit the past few days because I'm forced to reminisce on a lot of things and a lot of times that we had. I mean, more than half of the memories that I have of my life involve her. So yeah, it's weird, but that's definitely something that I've been dealing with, and it's a really interesting feeling. I think you don't really understand until you go through something like that, because it's the most purest form of love. There's no lust or desire or attraction or anything like that that usually would make somebody think blindly, whereas this, it's like just the purest form of platonic love, because like I don't love her for anything but herself, and yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, this conversation might obviously die out and we go back to not talking, or not, but she's somebody that I'll always be interested in. And yeah, it's kind of weird when things from your past come back like that. I don't know, everything happens for a reason. The timing is always right. So yeah, that's all I have to chat about right now, and I will check in with you guys later, probably after I get back from the city. But yeah, that's my little I don't know, reflection for the morning. Yeah, that's my reflection for the morning. I will see you guys in a bit. I am back from the city after church. I literally journaled and read my book for like an hour, over an hour maybe. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, to be honest. I had some insightful journaling that I did. I don't know whether I should talk about it, just because, like, I don't know, it's like kind of mean. Okay. So, I'm back, as I literally just said. I feel like I should talk about my book because it's actually got me crashing out. I was literally sobbing yesterday while I read it. And even now in the cafe when I was reading it, I like can't keep my facial expressions down. So yeah, it's a problem. And like I just like something about the book. I can't really put my finger on it. But like, firstly, I love Selena. Like, for a female character in a fantasy novel, she's great, honestly. My only caveat to this book is the love triangle. I'm not somebody who loves a love triangle, I will be honest. And I am not partial to Dorian. Like, I like him on his own, but like I just really like Kale. Like, I have a soft spot for him. Oh, British accent. No, I have a soft spot. Why can't I say that properly? I have a soft spot for him. And yeah. So that's, yeah. I mean, if you've read the book, you know why I would crash out. I have like, I don't know, 50 pages to go, and like I have this really bad feeling. I don't know. Okay. I have a bad feeling about this, and it's just so good. It's really a good book. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I just love it so much. And like, there's been a lot of discourse on the internet about the order in which to read these books, and like I've watched so many videos to like try and figure out what order I should read it in, and I did start with Throne of Glass. Like, I know there's people who say you should start with Assassin's Blade, but like I'm notorious for watching a movie or reading a book in the order of release. I feel like that makes the most sense because the creators created it that way. Do you know what I mean? So like it would make sense to consume it in that way. However, this one I feel like I'm going to do Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, then Assassin's Blade, and then go back to the Heir of Fire. I think that seems to be like the one that makes the most sense, and I think that was the author's recommendation, which like I'm always gonna go with what the author recommends because like she wrote the book. So that's the order in which I'm gonna read this. So like probably will be starting Assassin's Blade today or tomorrow. Yeah, but my goodness, this series, it's exactly what I needed. Like usually I'm not one for plot. Like I feel like I'm just sorry, I just saw a car pass that reminded me of something. Ooh, okay. Ooh. I'm not one for a book that's just like heavy plot, and like think I was really into like romance plots, but I don't know, I just like don't feel like reading a romance plot. Like I'm happy with this series right now because there's like romance, like bits and pieces, but it's not like smut or like, you know, like it's not centered around romance, which I'm really appreciating, which is very weird for me. But yeah, maybe this is my character development. I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for romance in books and in real life. So that's that. I will see you guys probably when I finish Crown of Midnight. Yeah. Okay. Bye. I finished Crown of Midnight. So, my thoughts on this book is that 5 out of 5 is what I've rated it. Never in my life have I ever tabbed this much. Like, they're like overlapping so you can't even see to its full potential, but I've tabbed a lot in this book. And it's not probably for the reasons that you would think. Throne of Glass, the series is not advertised as a romance, and well, I wouldn't consider it a romance either, and I'm not reading it for the romance. I feel like I need to preface that. But the characters, particularly Kale and Selena in this one, there is something so tragic about them, and I obviously don't want to spoil anything. I just want to give my honest opinion, but oh my goodness, my heart broke. And honestly, I feel this really weird connection to Kale as a character, and the way that Sarah J Maas has written him, oh, it's like I get it. I get it. Like oh, I get it. Okay, and I get why he behaves in the way that he behaves, and like the thoughts that he has is exactly the same thoughts that I would have if I was in his position. And in some ways I have been in that position before, where you have to pick between, you know, your heart and your head. And I think obviously a lot of people have, but like I just found him to be very relatable. And I absolutely love Selena, and her crash outs are so valid. And like, I don't know, it's just very refreshing to read about a fictional character in a fantasy series that doesn't piss me off, a female fictional character. So I finished this a couple of days ago, and I rated it a 5 out of 5, following Throne of Glass, which was also a 5 out of 5. So I'm on Assassin's Blade now. I know there's been a lot of discourse, but I'm reading Assassin's Blade 3rd. I've read just under half of it so far. I like it as a book, but I am really dying to get back to this story. So but yeah, Sam's great so far. Selena's great. Like, she's got a lot of depth to her, and I really appreciate that. And the ending to this book was great. I'm so happy. Like, I knew it was gonna happen, and like, I'm happy. I'm really ecstatic about that. So that's my book update. And yeah, I'm so thrilled to be reading the series finally. Like, honestly, it's been amazing. And yeah, so good. Honestly, just on a non-book related note, I've just been doing a lot of reflecting, as I've been yapping about for the past few days. And I have no idea why, but every night before I go to bed, I get these like panic attacks. And like, it's not a full-blown panic attack, because I have had those and that's not fun, but it's like a mini panic attack. It's like this very anxious feeling and this need to kind of get out of my own skin. Like I actually physically want to like claw my skin off, which not great. And I find myself thinking about things that have happened years and years ago, and conversations that I had in moments that I wish I could have changed. And like, I guess that is the danger of doing a lot of reflecting and inner work and healing, is that you bring up things that you don't want to bring up. You're forced to, and I just wouldn't necessarily want to be thinking about that just before bed. It's like, I wish they would come to me when I'm doing my journaling and my, you know, my inner healing work. So that's that. And I have so many things that I want to talk about, and, you know, insightful things that I've come upon in my readings and my journaling and things like that. But for some reason, I'm sitting in front of the camera and I can't seem to think of one that is of use, that is relevant to the moment. Yeah, and I just really wish that I could share them. Like, I have them all written down. Okay, I have them written down, but for me to come out here and just randomly give you a spiel about inspiration or true love or your inner child, or I don't know, the art of being human, or things like that, which are things that I've been pondering a lot about and I've written a lot about, it would just feel so out of place, I feel like, to just randomly do that. So I'm not going to. I'm going to let it naturally come to me and then speak naturally from the heart. I don't want it to be superficial. But yeah, I've just been enjoying really taking time for my inner peace and working on protecting my peace in a way that's not damaging to my soul. Because sometimes we can protect our peace in the name, we can isolate ourselves and do harmful things in the name of protecting our peace and say hurtful things to people because we're protecting our peace, and that's not true. That's just an excuse. At least for me it is. And I think that protecting my peace doesn't mean I need to isolate from people, and it doesn't mean that I need to be rude or, you know, standoffish or things like that to people. And I think I really am being drawn towards kindness and being more generous and being more forgiving, because I'm not somebody who's very forgiving, in the sense that if you hurt me or you do something that makes me question your loyalty or your feelings towards me, I will very easily cut you off and push you away, not listen to you, not hear you out, in the name of protecting peace. And realistically, that's not protecting peace, that's running away and being avoidant. So that's something that I'm working on, and I think it's good that I can acknowledge it, right? I think acknowledging that you have something about yourself that's not very constructive and good is the first step to becoming better. So that's something that I'm working on. And yeah, I have been doing some writing as well, because I find that in artistry, or in my personal art, I guess, writing is something that I am the most drawn to. Writing is this crazy thing to me. It's the fact that I can put paper to pen and create something that just doesn't exist, create people and characters and relationships that don't exist, all from my mind, is a crazy thing to me. And I've just always been fascinated by it, and I've always utilized it. And I have been trying to write, but I've been seriously lacking inspiration, which, I mean, inspiration is everywhere, and that's what I'm learning. So I'll talk about the inspiration thing maybe in my next video, because I want to go into more depth about it. But thank you for joining me in this video, and I hope that you maybe got something out of it, maybe you didn't, maybe this is just a video log for myself, but I'm not too concerned about that. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will join me in my next video. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're reading a great book, and I'll see you in the next one.